The final Rogue One trailer released this morning, and it is without a doubt my favorite Rogue One trailer. My only complaint, and it's totally my fault because I could have just not watched it, but I don't have that kind of willpower, is that the trailer reveals just a little too much for my taste. A little too much of Jyn Erso's background, a little too much about the Death Star's construction, a little too much about how everything seems to unfold. But that's not a knock at the movie. The movie looks fantastic. I just wish the trailer left a little more to the imagination. The Death Troopers looks so badass. All black, contrasted by Krennic's white uniform and cape. Visually, the movie is stunning. Everything looks dirty, everything looks like it's been tossed in vegetable oil and rolled around in brown sugar. Tasty, tasty, beautiful Star Wars dirt. A Star Wars movie with more grit and grime than we've ever seen before. That's one of the most impressive things about this trailer, that it showcases what this movie will look like, but not only that, we really do get a sense of what the movie will feel like. This seems like the most underdog Star Wars movie we've had yet. The rebellion seems to be in its infancy. Maybe it's a little disorganized, it's growing into itself and trying to figure out how to bring the Empire down. Every line of dialogue from the rebels is about fighting back, being downtrodden, needing help, not giving up, and figuring out what to do. It's really great. The cast, from what we've seen in these trailers, meshes really well. I'm excited to see how all the puzzles come together. Not only do we see a broader look at the rebellion, at least the early stages, than really we've ever seen before, we also get a more sinister look at the Empire. The Empire looks absolutely ferocious in Rogue One. Yes, they were pretty damn brutal in the original trilogy, but here in Rogue One, it looks like we'll see how they interact day to day with the average citizen. They are on patrol through the streets, imprisoning the population, ruling with an iron fist. We've never really seen them doing this, at least in the films. There's a good chunk of this kind of imperial cruelty in Star Wars Rebels, but Rogue One really seems to put tyranny in your face, showing you just how merciless the Empire can be to accomplish its goals. Director Krennic, played by Ben Mendelsohn, I am still most excited to see his performance. I've said it a million times now on this channel, he is such a great actor and he will no doubt make a great Star Wars villain. I cannot wait to see him. I have no idea how he'll interact with Vader, if he'll be like a Tarkin and talk back to Vader, or if he'll be a complete servant and bow to every wish without question. The action looks amazing. It seems to be more grounded, hectic, and fierce than previous Star Wars movies. It looks like a war movie. The shot of the AT-ST coming down the street, firing down the alleyway, is one of my favorite shots in the entire trailer. That entire sequence looks amazing, and if I had to guess, and it kind of seems a little obvious, that scene will take place right after Jyn Erso escapes her captors with the help of Captain Cassian Andor. The shots of the rebels running through the lush tropical palm tree forest looks fantastic too. We see Andor, Erso, and K2SO standing together in Imperial uniforms, apparently getting ready to infiltrate an Imperial base. It looks like we're gonna get some some espionage stuff in Rogue One, which is something I've wanted since they announced the movie. We see Darth Vader, but he doesn't speak in the trailer, and I'm happy about that. I want Darth Vader's role to be a mystery until I plop my ass in the movie theater. I honestly hope he plays a relatively small role. I hope he's in the background pulling strings. He's the puppet master. I know a lot of folks want to see him in action. They want to see him fighting and cutting down rebels with a lightsaber. That would be cool, but do I want that? I can't say that I do. I'd rather have Vader be the mob boss who lets his minions do the dirty work. Vader is much more menacing when he's stoic in the background and just being intimidating. The occasional choke, the heavy breathing. He's a symbol of dominance and dictatorship. I don't necessarily need or want to see him in combat. There seems to be a lot of action in a lot of locations. It seems like Rogue One will be a fast-moving movie. Or maybe that's just how the trailer is spliced together, you know how these things go. This trailer solidified, even more so than I already was, my excitement for Rogue One. It can be more brutal than the episodic films. It can take more chances than the episodic films. It can really put the war in Star Wars. We all kind of know how the movie will end, right? Well, at least we know what events take place after the movie. But I think there's a lot of surprises in store for all of us. I can't wait. December 16th is right around the corner. I know my hype meter is back up to where it was last year around this time. Let me know what you guys thought of the trailer in the comment section below. HelloGreedo, out.
Always with you, connect between